So thank you very much. So again, on behalf of IRENA, I would like to discuss our views in terms of the energy transformation and the impact related to the corona pandemic. So we have, as you can see in the screen, we have released two reports, the Global Renewable Outlook, as well the Post-COVID Recovery Report. So both are available online. So please feel free to download. There are a lot of interesting, discussions over there, and we will base ourselves on those two reports. So please, next slide. So let's start first with the context. So the pre-COVID context, as you can see in those two figures, they are very clear. We have a trend increasing penetration of renewable energy capacity, as well a clear trend in the cost reduction of renewable energy related technologies, especially wind and solar, as you can see in the screen. So this is very interesting, as those trends, they would affect the overall discussions in terms of the penetration of renewable over the next decade. The COVID situation has bring an interesting topic to discussion in the agenda. That's the awareness of the sustainability aspects. We have heard from the previous speakers that this is gaining attention, and this is something that we understand will attract more interest in this energy transition. Please, next slide. As you can see in the screen, the dynamics or the drivers of the energy transformation is being reinforced due to this COVID situation. So we would like to have more jobs, we would like to have more air quality, and so on. So again, the energy transformation is being boosted by the discussion related to the pandemic. So as much as possible, we need to align the short-term recovery actions with the long-term strategy. This is one of the key messages from our studies. Please, next slide. So how to do this? What's our idea? First, it's imperative that we start to analyze criteria for those investments. As we hear again from the previous speakers, there are green deals on the agenda, and those criteria here that you can find in more detail in our reports, they can help discussions in terms of how to prioritize those investments in all the sectors that are related to end-use sectors, as well supply sector. So please, next slide. Once we have the criteria, once we have this checklist, where should we go? What's the roadmap in this endeavor? So as you can see in those two slides, we really need to go and increase electrification with renewable energy and energy efficiency. So this, as you can see here, we have two scenarios. One is the planned energy scenario, the other one is the transforming energy scenario. Those current policies under the planned energy scenario, yes, they are increasing renewable energy penetration, they are increasing electrification, and as well energy efficiency, but we need to go further. In order to achieve the climate goals and all the benefits that we understand are related to the energy transition, we would need to go further and reach those levels that you can see in the blue part of the graph. This is very, very important that we address as much as possible on the investment side, those type of technology that will bring that and will make that happen. Please, next slide. So, if the roadmap is clear, electrification with renewable and energy efficiency, what's the type of investments that we're talking about? Please, next slide. As you can see here, there is an increasing need in terms of investments. So far, in the previous years, we have around 800 billion invested in climate-related investments. So what we need is to increase that amount by 5 times. So this is the challenge that we're talking about. So of course, again, as you can see, the shares, energy efficiency, renewables, electrification, all the grid-related investments. This is very, very important for us to make that happen. That will be around 4 trillions, 4.5 trillions per year. Next slide, please. I would like to highlight exactly what we mean in terms of, examples of investments. As you can see here in buildings, again, energy efficiency appliance could be one of the ideas. Retrofit of buildings, just here in the European context, this is already there. Regarding heat pumps, smart home systems. In the transport sector, we are talking about the charging infrastructure that's needed, structural change that's needed in the transport sector, as well together with energy efficiency. Let's not forget biofuel supply side. Again, in the industry, energy efficiency measures together with direct use of renewables. So we'll discuss in the next session, hydrogen. This is very important. We have the reaching zero report. That's with many insights there. As well, of course, power sector, solar, wind, very important investments there. So this, again, is the package of solutions that we bring and prioritize in these Green New Deals. Please, next slide. So once we have electrification with renewables and energy efficiency, what's the opportunity for the Green New Deals and how we would move forward, how we could do that? It's, again, a very key message is the post-COVID recovery must be an agenda of resilience, development, and equality. And I would like to highlight in those opportunities here that you can see on the screen, the using public finance strategically. So again, promoting the investment in green energy assets is key in the current situation as an opportunity to really address the post-COVID recovery. So thank you very much. Looking forward for the discussions and the questions.